Here is why it matters. The console looks like a small black box. It sits on a metal table. Its surface is smooth and dark. A thin strip glows with blue light. When a hand touches the strip, a hologram, a 3D image made of light, pops up. The hologram is a floating screen. It shows menus, maps, and video clips. The box weighs about 5 kilograms. Workers can hold it one hand. Nobody believed it could be so light. The device lets the officer ask the system for data. He taps a symbol and the screen expands. It shows a city map with neon lights. He can zoom in with a flick of his finger. The interface also reacts to voice commands. It answers with a calm tone. The system can fetch records in seconds. It can also display a live feed from a drone. In one scene, a police car passes as the screen shows its speed. The device works on hidden batteries. Those batteries store energy for many hours. All of this looks very futuristic. The design mixes old metal with bright light. It feels both gritty and sleek. The hologram fades at the edges, like a thin mist. The colors are mostly blue and orange. Those shades echo the rain-soaked streets of the city. The shape is simple, but the details hint at hidden tech. Small vents hide cooling fans. The whole look fits the movie's dark mood. It feels like a tool for a lone driver in a bleak world. This changed everything for film designers. After this movie, many games copied the floating screen. The style became a shortcut for future tech in pop culture. Fans still talk about the device on forums. It shows how a small prop can shape a whole visual language. The console teaches us that form and function can merge. It does this in a single piece of art. That's why the Blade Runner 2049 portable holographic interface still inspires designers today.